Patrick Cranston of Cranston IT with your Bionic Business vlog. It's my passion to help you use technology to make your business faster, stronger, better. Over the last 13 years, we've worked with numerous companies, helping them make the shift from local services to cloud-based services. And one area that affects almost every business we work with is file sharing. So what is cloud file sharing? Does it make sense to use cloud file sharing in your business? And if you do use it, which vendor should you pick? First, a quick definition of the cloud. My favorite one-line explanation for the cloud is someone else's computer. A data center is simply a large collection of other people's computers. Connect a data center to the internet and then rent that computing and storage power to customers, and you have what we know as the cloud. In theory, any service that could be run on a local server at your office could be sold as a cloud service. So it used to be that if you wanted multi-user access to your company files, you had to install a server at your office and store the files on that server. You then had to set up file sharing, conduct ongoing maintenance, keep up with software updates, backups, and every few years replace the hardware to keep file sharing functioning. From a practical standpoint, this system works well for users in a central office, but if users needed to connect remotely, then a VPN had to be added to this for secure remote access. And accessing files over a VPN is typically slow and problematic. Cloud file sharing solves a lot of these problems. Instead of businesses having to pay for all the costs associated with a server and its ongoing maintenance, they rent space from a company that specializes in file sharing. The company's files are stored at the data center, and it's accessed by users over the internet. The file sharing service then maintains the servers, the software, the security, and the backups, all for a flat monthly fee. Now, accessing files over the internet is slow, so most cloud file sharing services work in one of two ways. The first is you can access the files via a web browser. When a user opens a file they want, it downloads to their computer, they make the changes they want to it, and then they re-upload that file to the cloud service using the browser. In some cases, files can be viewed and even edited via the web browser. But this method is somewhat clunky. A more popular option is for the files to be synced down to the computer and then accessed directly from the Finder on Mac or Explorer on Windows. Since the files are being stored locally, they're quick and easy to access. Whenever a user makes a change to the file or adds a new file, those changes and new files are synced automatically back to the cloud service and then pushed out to other users, so everyone stays up to date. Cloud file sharing is a great option for many companies, especially companies with decentralized users accessing the data from many different locations. So what are some downsides to cloud file sharing, and when might it not be a good solution for your business? If all your users are in one location and only they access that data when they're in that location, then cloud file sharing doesn't make sense. It probably ends up being more effective for you to have a local server, since accessing local files over a network are quick and easy and not paying an ongoing monthly fee for cloud access. If you have lots of data, say terabytes of data, the more data you have, the more problematic cloud file sharing is going to be. Terabytes of data cannot be stored on a single user's computer. So if they're syncing the data down, they're going to have to pick and choose which data they want, which adds a level of complexity to the data management. Or they're going to have to access that data through a web browser, which can also be somewhat slow and inefficient. Finally, if you're working with big files, say in a video editing, design, or architecture scenario, this cloud file sharing may not work well for you. Specifically for video editing, you typically need special high-speed local storage just to work with those files efficiently, and storing them over the internet in the cloud is not an effective way for video file access. So when considering the move to the cloud, you're quickly going to find that there are dozens of different vendors all offering cloud file sharing solutions, and finding out which solution is best for you can be a daunting task. Here, planning and testing is going to save you time, money, and frustration. You want to find a couple different options that work best in your price range, and then thoroughly test those before deciding on which option to deploy. Most cloud-based file sharing solutions offer free trial periods or even month-to-month contracts, so it's relatively easy to try out a service, make sure it works the way you need it to, and then deploy it to your users. I would also highly recommend engaging with your IT service provider early in this process and relying on their expertise to help you. An IT service provider can do a needs analysis and determine which options are going to be your best, and then help you with the testing and implementation phases. If you found my information helpful, please like and share this post. If you have a question you would like answered, please post a comment or send an email to ask@cranstonit.com, and I'll try to answer it in a future video.